Greetings, grasshoppers. This is your RJ, and welcome to the Bot Signal. For those of you who don't know me, my name is RJ Redden. Entrepreneurs hire me to rocket launch their marketing message because most are shouting into a black hole, or they're carbon copies of everybody else, or they're failing to get engagement on and offline. So I create messages that skyrocket your engagement, build relationships, and shoot upward your bottom line. Welcome to the show today. So glad to see everybody. Checking to see if my microphone is on. That has been a problem in the past. I would love to talk to you today about something I'm terribly excited about, just like every day here on the Bot Signal. What I'd like to talk to you about today is increasing your subscribers through text messaging. Hey, Stacy, Ed, good to see you guys. So I know that lots of stuff has been going around, lots of potential angst has been going around about chatbots and the changes Messenger is making. If you haven't seen my show from last Thursday, maybe Thursday? No, it was Friday. If you haven't seen my show from last Friday covering all the details and all the things you need to know, please do hop back on there and see what is going on. Short version, as of January 15th, we will basically no longer be able to broadcast. So that one-to-many aspect of Messenger is going to go away unless you want to pay for sponsored messaging, which is appropriate in some cases, inappropriate in others, and that's a mess. There's a lot of this one. Hey, Matilda. Hey, Teresa. Good to see you. So, how do we broadcast then? How do we do this? How do we get people in? If we can't use a broadcast, if we can't say, hey, everybody, I'm going live in an hour through Messenger, how are we going to get it done? We could send out an email. Oh my God. Don't make me send an email, please. We could, the response rate on that, as you know, a little bit down. And then we're right back to where we started, aren't we? So that one, not as great of an option. We can, of course, pay for sponsored messaging. I'm still taking a look into that and seeing what different kinds of things that we can do there. For me, my folks, my clients are getting response rates, and they are getting people signing up for programs, and they're getting so much from it that if it's a simple matter of let's, pay a few cents extra per message, probably ain't going to be that much of a problem, honestly. Now, if it has to be placed like a Facebook ad, we've got a problem. Because I am not going to sponsor a message that says, hey, it's day 2, ready for your day 2 challenge. I'm not going to do that. So that one to be looked into, everybody. But here is something that I was looking into long before Zucky made his announcement last week. And this is something that actually has some data behind it right now. It is also very, very similar to a Facebook message. So, of course, I'm talking about texting, right? As you probably ascertained from the title. I know you guys are all very smart. So what's going on with this? How can we use this? And who's it for? So I've got some little banners as always. So let's talk about this. Why would you use texting? Why would you use texting to get people to a bot or a blog post or a podcast, a live stream, whatever? How would you, why would you, how would you, what are the benefits? What are the detractors? One of the main benefits for switching to text messaging for broadcasting is that it's very familiar to everybody. It is, it's a photo and some text and a link. That's exactly what I'm sending in Messenger now. People are going to respond to that. It looks very much the same. It's coming at you on a different channel, but basically you are hitting a link to get into a bot run. Easy stuff. The text rate open message, last time I checked, was also a 98% open rate. That's even better than Messenger, everybody. And it's been there for years. Now, the government has regulated this, as you knew that they would. They do require that you send a little message below your very first message that says reply stop to stop, reply help for help. Standard data messaging rates may apply. You've got that default message that will always send out, and I think that's no matter what text system you use, that default message is going to send out under everything because required by law. But after that, you can, just send your regular messages. And the cool thing about text is you type stop to anybody that's testing it. Well, any like service or whatever, not personal people, but you text stop to any one of those short codes that's texting you. They will all stop. So folks know how to stop those messages already. That's not something that we have to kind of tell them over and over, which is, something that I will put that in there occasionally for people just because, they don't remember or whatever. But we are more used to text messaging than we are Facebook Messenger messaging. We are. That's a positive. That is absolutely, I attend a lot of events, everybody. I do. I'm flying off to Calgary on the 19th. I attend a lot of events. And people that have that text, this keyword to this short code over here, those people have a real high response rate because everybody knows how to text. Everybody knows how to text. So this is using something that has a huge open rate, already well known to people, already, regulated, not that they won't, come down with something else at some other time. I mean, you can't get away from that really. But the safety stuff is already in there. That's what I'm loving about this texting thing. And I'm loving it. We're already trying it. I certainly have it. Hey, by the way, should you wish to get a free bot strategy, text bot to 555-888. Anyway, why texting? The reason that I love this is because it's so very similar, that it's used by people already, that it is familiar, that it's not going to be a huge switch change to something that may or may not work. Text messages work. Text messaging services work. Let me see. I get caught up on the comments. Watch the replay on that one. Tina Bird. The bird is the word. Welcome, Tina Bird. So why texting? Why do this thing? It's just so simple. Now, I will tell you, I do have a suggested text messaging system that I am using right at the moment. I will say also that it's not the most intuitive thing in the whole world. Okay. But it is good for my purposes. And so that is absolutely that. Yeah. Texting works. Post where to text. So Ed, I think that what you're asking there is, and tell me if I'm wrong, how do you get people to text that? How do you, where are you posting out in the universe? How are you telling people to text? Well, for you, Ed, yeah, and for Lisa as well, let me just do this. Let me flip this up again because I think that this is going to be helpful. This is how you do it. You let people know a keyword. You pick a keyword to text. You have a little short, and my keyword is bot, B-O-T. Hint, hint. If you have a phone that is overzealous on autocorrect, it may change it into not. If that happens, just type bot again. My keyword is bot. My short code is what they call this little numerical thing here. My short code, 555-888. Okay. When you do that, when you text bot to 555-888, boom, you get back a text message. This text message says something about, hey, super glad to see you, love you, so glad you're here. Text below. Click this link and we'll go straight to Messenger. That's what's up. That is how to do that. I can put this on the back of my business card, which I have. Whoops. That code is actually wrong. I need to get reprinted. I was using a different service and I switched. Yeah, text bot to 555-888. I can put it on a business card. I can put it on a billboard. I can put it on a little thing across my live stream. I can say it if I'm in a, doing an interview in a podcast. I can say, hey, by the way, everybody, text bot to 555-888. This is even better than a link because there is less cognitive load on the user to have to remember if you choose a real simple word. And sometimes the words are taken and you need to kind of, jock around with that a little bit. That's fine. But choose a word or choose a very small phrase. I've also taken botany. Anyway, you can have more than one word if you need to. You can use initials if you need to. But that is how to do it. Everybody I meet, hey, text bot to 555-888. On my live streams, on the podcasts, on everywhere. This is going to be my, I have had clicking, I have put links there for people, like in my social media profiles and stuff like that. You absolutely can still do that. That's not a problem. But this right here is going to be my go-to solution, especially because as of January, this is going to be my way to broadcast to people. And I want to have plenty of people in that system before January hits. Does that make sense to you? All right. Let me grab the comments here. Here we go. How do we do it? You posted for us to text you. I missed it. There you go. Go for it, Ed. Does this use my text plan? I don't. I don't know how to answer the second part of that, Teresa. It will potentially use texts if it depends on the plan and the system. But that is only if you were texting bot to 555-888 right now, you'll see a little message right under my message that says, hey, so glad to see you here. Click this link and we'll go to Messenger. You'll see a message that says reply stop to stop, reply help to get help. Standard data messaging rates may apply. But I'm in Sweden. I know. And that brings me to my next topic. And I know, my friend, because that is my next problem. That is my next problem, Liesl, is that I do have a client that stands on stages all over the world and says, hey, and if I have to find her a texting plan that allows international numbers. I know. And honestly, I need it for me because you're here, Liesl. I mean, and I've had a couple other people say, I can't get this because, I'm from a different country. That is the one big drawback right now that I've been seeing is that there will be people who have an international audience that I need to find a texting plan to fit those people. It might be a more expensive plan. But there are some people that are just absolutely going to need that. And this is not for everybody, not everybody hauls out their phone when somebody, has a short code up there to text. Not everybody is going to like that. Some people are going to be like, I don't want to be texted. There are also people that hate to be messaged over Messenger. It's going to be about the same. It's going to be about the same disapproval rate, we shall call it. And this isn't for every single business. And obviously there are going to be some other opportunities open up to broadcast. It's a long time till January 13th, people. 15th, sorry. But wanted you to know that this is by far and away, even with that detractor of doesn't take international numbers right now, by far and away that this is the most seamless transition between what we have been able to do and what we're going to be able to do past the 15th. Now, here's a note for everybody, and this is important stuff. Want you to know that you can text and give a link to stuff you've already built. You absolutely can. You can stay in ManyChat if you want to. For me, I'm packing my bags. I'm packing my bags. I may leave a few very simple things in there, but I'm not going to wait around for Messenger to tell me, one more time that I need to change my ways to fit their paradigm of how I need to connect with people. I'm a little too rebellious, kids. I can't even write on lined paper. You all know this about me. I can't leave myself or my clients. If my clients want to stay, they totally can, but I can't leave myself and my clients in a space where we're exposed to somebody else's whims today. No. That's not what people pay me for. So I'm going to be encouraging everybody to move and moving them as needed over to the TrueChat system, which, I've talked about before. This is the link to get there if you need to check that out. It's a wonderful system. We've talked about the features and benefits and all of that kind of stuff 1,000 times by now. Again, if you haven't caught the show I did last Friday, I go into this pretty extensively. But, the biggest one for me, customer service. Everybody, it's customer service. I can't get over how many times I have written to ManyChat and said, hey, could you take a look at this? This is wrong. And they'll be back saying, it's fine. No, it's not. My client is reporting this. Oh, well, as an admin, you won't see that. My client is reporting that her clients are saying this. Could you please look into it? Like 3-week fights. I'm done with it. And I just don't want to do it anymore. TrueChat.io has excellent customer service, people that are very responsive and care whether something happens, care what happens to your accounts, care what happens to your clients. Hands down, switching. Anyway, but I wanted you to know you can stay with what you've got right now. What I'm doing, you'll notice that if you do the bot 555888, you'll notice that you do go right into Messenger. I am keeping this stuff in Messenger and using this period of time before January 15th to move over to copy everything in TrueChat, get all of that right, and then install it and make a big switch over. That's how I'm doing everyone's, because you don't want to lose people during a transition. So I'm going to have 2 systems running. Once the TrueChat system is completely a go, then I'm going to, pack my bags out of Messenger. So anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you about texting today. It's powerful. I've been using this myself. It's fabulous. I get more people opting into my stuff when I'm speaking from stage. I get more people opting into my stuff when I'm speaking on a live stream. It is just easier. And I've tried everything, everybody. I've tried, that old growth tool, comment this and you'll get this in Messenger. Facebook decided they didn't like that anymore. I've tried putting up in the bottom row here, I've tried putting up a URL that people can go to. That's okay. But a lot of times people will kind of shy off of that and think they're going to fat finger it, or it's too much to remember or whatever. This short code thing is the best thing that I have tried so far. And I'm not kidding you. It's the best thing that I've tried so far to get people to quickly opt in without offering them, here's a bunch of stuff to remember, now do it all in the right order. Our brains don't work that way. They just don't. feed me little bits of information at a time. That's what the beauty of a bot is. And so it's what I'm recommending right now. I have got a recommendation for you here. Simpletexting.com. This is where I've gone. Now, I have not investigated every system in the world. Let's just start off with that disclaimer. Gosh, there are a bunch out there, everybody. I run into new stuff every day, and I'm constantly signing up for the free trial. And then, this is one, simpletexting.com. This is one that I haven't backed out of. I have been using this. I started using this with clients as of last Thursday night. My client got every person in the room to opt in. So, whoa, that beats my rate of opt-in. So now we have to have a competition. Anyway, my client got everyone to opt in. Over the weekend, all of the messages went exactly as I had set them to go. There weren't any adoption problems, is what I'm saying to you. That, the fact that I, switched out to a text number to get in didn't bother anyone at all that I know of. We're still getting follow-ups and doing certain things with the people who opted in last week, but all is looking well for the moment. I'll report on that more as time goes, but the system that I used is Simple Texting. Disclaimer number 2. Are you ready? It's not the most intuitive. You guys, sometimes things were set up by engineers and they didn't give a whole lot of user interface design. They just didn't give that too much time. So if your level of technology tolerance is high, hop right in. You'll be fine. I figured it out eventually. If your level of technology tolerance is low, hire a professional. Yes, I am a professional. Because you're not going to want to muck with this thing. There's a lot going on. So anyway, so simpletexting.com, do tell them RJ sent you. I believe there's some sort of affiliate something going on with that. I'm not quite sure what it is. Stacy'd be able to tell us because she knows. But I think I get a free month if y'all sign up or something. So tell them RJ sent you. Lisa, my audience is only in Sweden, so I'll look for the opportunities to do it here. Oh, perfect. Okay, that is a great workaround, obviously. It won't work for my one client who's going to stand on stages all over the world. But it could. Let me think about that one, Lisa. Perfect. It gave me a link to install Facebook Messenger, probably because you don't have it installed on your phone. In order for you to be able to get that back on your phone, you do have to have the app Messenger installed. When I moved to TrueChat, they don't have to log in any place. They don't have to have an app on their phone. Isn't that beautiful? I just love it. I can't wait. Anyway, does TrueChat.io integrate with CRMs and email marketing systems? Oh, yes. Yes, they do, Matilda Jarmy. They will integrate with anything with an API. And I know that you know what that nerdy word means. For those of you who are not so technologically oriented, an API is basically a tunnel into someone else's system where they're allowed to get and give, exchange certain pieces of information. That's all it is. So in fact, TrueChat.io will be able to, if there is a tunnel set up, they will be able to go down that road, shoot people into your MailChimp or whatever you got. It works with all kinds of systems, anything that has an API set up. Stacy, I don't know for sure, but I insisted they knew RJ sent me. Very good. Yeah, Matilda, you'll be able to do all of those things. And in fact, that's one of the things that makes TrueChat sexy, is because anything that has an API, you don't have to set up Zapier. God, Zapier. is a pain in a sensitive area sometimes, and it sometimes stops working and doesn't tell you. So I'd much rather have a direct connection that I can trust. And this will provide that for you. In fact, I saw a really advanced bot one day that it's finished now. It's for a furniture company. This furniture company has, whenever you order furniture, if you've never done this before, especially if you're ordering like real custom furniture, there's a lot of choices to be made. Okay. You've got to say, I want this kind of a chair. And then once you've chosen the chair, I want this kind of wood. I want this kind of scroll work and design on the wood. Now I want to, adjust the height of the chair. Okay. Now I want to see if I can order it in this particular upholstery. And if they don't have my upholstery available, okay, what can I, how can I get it upholstered? Okay, now, how do I want the upholstery done? I want to leave notes for these people so they build the exact right chair. Wow. Usually you have to go to an ordering system that's like about this big. They've built it in a bot. They've built it so that every time somebody who wants to order furniture, every time they answer a question, like, do you want chairs or do you want couches? I want chairs. Okay. Then the system goes back and gets all the information about what types of chairs are available. Okay, these types are available. Which type you want? Okay, this one. Fantastic. Then the system goes back and gets more details. So you're able to drill down and get custom orders made without a human being need to be there. And then once that chat is over, the order's in the system. There's no, I got to get this over to Pete, who needs to enter the order into the, whatever. Small business owners, we don't have time for that. We don't have time for that. So that was a real advanced example for you. Most of us are not going to be going that deeply, but the possibilities are pretty endless with this other piece of software, and I'm just really excited about it. Sexy software. I love software and I hate Zapier. I know. How can you not? It was so miraculous when it came out, and then it just kind of became really, again, this is happening. Anyway, I'm not here to rant against Zapier. So this is a new way to do, getting broadcasts out there and getting people into that bot. I think that of all the questions that I'm asked, and people ask me a lot of questions about bots, and they ask me all the time. Out of all of those questions, the one that they ask me the most is, how do you get people in there? How do you get people in there? Again, you could totally give them a link. If you are sending out some sort of, if you're sending out an email or something, click this link to get the freebie delivered to you right in Messenger. That stuff, that's absolutely going to work. With TrueChat, you can also embed a bot onto a full page, so you can still give that link out there. That is definitely a way to get more people in. It's just that I want to get people in where I can continue to communicate with them freely as I want to communicate with them, not as Facebook dictates. I want to be able to freely communicate with people. And if I use texting, that gives me the greatest range of options. Now, all that being said, and that was a lot, all that being said, there may be some more solutions out there that people are coming up with. I know that a lot of chatbot builders are scrambling right now and, wow, what are we going to do? This was rather a sudden change, everybody. I'm glad they gave us a little extra time to get used to it. The real thing about this is you want to be able to continue, what you've been doing, giving your people an opportunity to connect with you one-on-one, giving your people a chance to engage with both me and with others, giving people customer service that is consistent and awesome. There's so many things that we can do, and we'll be covering those one by one in the future, as we always do. Yeah, the getting people in, that's where I need help. That's where most people need help, Teresa. It's pretty common stuff. People want to get more people in. And that's great stuff. I would say too, and this is just a caveat for folks that are really thinking kind of get more people in, get more people in, get more people in. You absolutely, I get it. And I love the sentiment, but here's the thing too. When you are getting them in, are they having a great experience? Are they talking with you, engaging with you, signing up for the next step of what you have for them? If they're not, don't focus on traffic. Don't focus on traffic. I got a lot of friends who say this. Tammy Lane, one of them. Don't continue to try to drive up traffic to something that nobody's really, having fun there, or nobody's, opting in for further stuff with you. Getting people in. We're driven. More is better. More is better. Have something that people are excited about and that is helping people along to the next step in the journey with you, whether that is a phone call or whether that is a workshop or whatever it is. Anyway, so that is what I got for you. That is what I got for you today on texting. Do take a look at the texting stuff. Here's another service here, Text 180. This one, if you pop into Simple Texting and you go, Text 180 is much simpler to look at. It's better designed, but it doesn't have as many capabilities. So it's simpler software, but you can do less with it. If Text 180 fits your needs, it's about the same price, $25 a month. It's about the same price as Simple Texting. So go for it. Do the thing. Just know that it's not going to do quite as much. The thing that I like about Simple Texting is that when people text bot to 555-888, they get a message with a link. In Simple Texting, I can set it so that they send another message if people don't hit that link right away. It's beautiful. And if people don't hit the link in that second reminder message that comes to them about an hour after the original message, they get another message in 24 hours that says, hey, remember me? Do you want to do this thing with me? If so, hit the link. So they get 2 auto reminders if they don't click the link to get into your bot. That's something Simple Texting will do. Text 180 won't. But Text 180 is, if you're just trying to get in somewhere and you can't take the interface on Simple Texting, go to Text 180. Very good, darlings. So many of you have asked about and been very interested in how to switch over to TrueChat from ManyChat. For me, I'm going to be offering a little classy poo. You know I am. It's going to be held in workshop style. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to teach a bit and then demo some and, take Q&A. I think it's going to be about a 1-day workshop that I'm going to be holding here in the next couple of weeks. I haven't decided a date yet, mainly because I'm going to be out of town for about a week here coming up. But yeah, there's going to be a course there. It'll be a workshop that's 8 hours long, of course, access to all the videos, stuff like that. But I'm also going to offer some continued access to, every time I explore a new feature, videos for stuff like that. People are going to be able to ask me questions long after the class is over. I'll find the answer. I'll put up a video in our little members area. So it will be on, and it'll be ongoing support too in our Facebook group. So consider, because I think that's going to be pretty awesome. I can't wait to explore this new horizon with anybody who wants to follow me. Yeah, it might be a great place too. If you are a person who has one or two sequences and you want to convert them over and make them work in TrueChat, and also and the class is also going to cover simple texting too. If you want to get that stuff set up, then we can go step by step in this workshop and you can be boop done. And the cool thing about that too is you can be using this system long before the change happens so that you don't have to scramble at the last minute. So gonna be offering this sometime in the next few weeks on a Saturday. And I will keep you all posted. I'll send some messages through the bot. I'll send some messages on my page. Messages will be coming, my friends. So that is that for now. Again, if you are wanting to check and see how this texting thing works anyway, you can type stop right after you're in this thing. You don't have to hang out for the bot. Even text bot to 555-888 and you'll start seeing how this is working and how you two are going to be able to continue to take advantage of chatbot technology, which is completely amazing. So, as always, my darlings, love you, think you're fabulous, and I will see you in a bot.